Oz!
How you doing?
Doing great, doing great. Thrilled to be here. Thrilled to be here. So great to see you.
You actually have that sung to you now.
Ah, yeah, I do.
Instead of just being in the chat, you know, you actually have it physically sung to you.
Nothing better than
that
hearing.
feel? Tell me how good that made you feel.
That feels phenomenal. It does. Love it. Love it. Love everyone.
Hi, everyone. People. Welcome to Hot Toys. We are Robertless this week. He is he's working on the Campu show. Boo! You. No, he'll be back. I'll be on his channel again next week, I guess. So yeah, but I'd already booked George as a guest. So instead of redoing the show, moving it to a different day, I thought, sod it, let's just get George in, and this will give you a little bit of specific quality time.
Quality time.
But before we do go into any of that business, did you see the teaser for Lord of the Rings?
Oh, what is that? Is that another one of these like Shang-Chi was the 10-fingered short stroke? This is going to be the new cock ring? Come on.
Oh, well, this is the Amazon. This is the Amazon show that they're doing.
$450 million, and that's their trailer?
Uh-huh.
Could you imagine? Game of Thrones was $90 million per season. And I've read different numbers, so I'm not really sure. It says they spend anywhere
from 10 million. It's about 10 million a show, I reckon.
Right. So they spent almost $1 billion, and that was the teaser. And it's been since 2017. You think it would be something that would just knock you the hell out, where you would be like, wow.
I mean, this is look. I understand this is a teaser just to get the name out there, just to kind of get the release date out there. But still, it was like garbage.
But you know what they say, you know, your first
impressions last.
That's why I said, even if it's 10 seconds, it should have been like, oh my God, I can't wait. When is it coming? Let me sign up.
Dude, I've been saying this. I say this all the time. This is the front foot forward you wanna give. Because first impressions do last, and that there's an arrogance in production companies at the moment that you have to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
So you know, they put something out, and if you're like, hey, but I don't, they're like, oi, wait till it comes out. And you're like, no. You've got it really cack-handed here.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is cack-handed. You are meant to put something out, and then we're meant to go, ooh, you're teasing me into the city. I like it. You know, the wrestler's approach. I'm going to talk you into the arena. You know, I'm going to talk you into wanting to see me fight this guy. That's the same attitude that movies and TV should have. But no, so it's not my responsibility to like your shit,
right,
and then say, well, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt later, after I've parted with my money, whether it be through going to the cinema, whether it be going to subscribe on a streaming service, or whatever it may be. No. You've got to make me go,
yeah, what is that? Here's my money. Here's my money.
You got number one. Yeah.
Basically, they need to be like a stripper on a pole, and you're going, hey, here are the dollars.
Make it rain.
Make it rain. But instead, it looks like an 80-year-old woman who's like starting to take over. Goes, get the fuck out of here.
I can see a cesarean scar. No.
I just don't understand it. I know we've talked about this a lot. I mean, in chats and stuff. And I don't understand that in every business, you produce something in order to service the public. You do it well enough to make money. So they come back so you can continue doing it. I've talked to a couple of people over the last couple of weeks about this. And I was like, are they doing it for a write-off? It cannot be just the message. Someone there has to be like, even an accountant. Hey guys, we spent almost $1 billion. We have to produce a profit.
We know that TV and film, they're like 2 years behind trends.
Right.
So a trend comes along, TV and film see the trend, takes them 2 years to get something into production, trend's over by then.
Right.
Okay, so unless you're ultra savvy and you're like, okay, no, we need to build this franchise, or I've just got a good idea, of an evergreen franchise or just an evergreen film or whatever it may be. So, you know, a couple of years back, a couple of things happened, you know?
Yeah.
And I still think a lot of TV and film companies are riding on that crest.
Fortification.
And they are in for a rude awakening. And we saw some of the fruits of it with Eternals, Shang-Chi, Black Widow. It's just like pick your political ideology, the movie. I like intersectional feminism. I'll take a Black Widow, please.
Right.
And then you've got, you know, oh, I am all for inclusivity and diversity. I will take me in Eternals if that's okay with you.
Right.
And then you just got, I'm Asian. So I guess I'm just going to be Shang.
Yeah, let me just grab one.
I'll just grab the Shang-Chi. Yeah. But now, you know, but people are, they're bored with everything. And then they're like, oh, I'll tell you what, I'll take a fun Spidey-Mans. That's what I'll have. Whether it's nostalgia bait or what, it doesn't matter because people got what they wanted out of that movie. So, but wow, I mean that Lowdy of the Rings trailer, I am legit bamboozled by them thinking this is a good idea to release this.
You know, and I still always hold out hope because I'm going to go into it open-minded, but just the same way that I did with Boa. But I'm holding out hope the fact that this should be, in one respects, one of the easiest productions, meaning not the work, but the story. It's all laid out. I mean, you don't have to create anything. You just have to figure out how to take that and put it on the screen. You don't need to mess with it. He had a perfect recipe. You know what I mean? It's like you got a legend here, and they're like, yeah.
No, you're coming at it from the attitude that he had a perfect recipe because he does.
Right.
Because this is an 80-plus-year-old franchise which is remained beloved for you know that many decades. These people are coming in and they're saying, we need to fix the problems.
Yeah.
We need to modernize this franchise because people just cannot relate to good story and dialogue. So they just got to see a pigmentation of skin or a sexuality and they go, oh, that's me. Oh. And I can't possibly think of anything more bigoted and racist than that.
Of course it is. Well, what's worse is the fact that they don't realize, okay, so they're going to have Lord of the Rings. So we know what's going to happen. You know, you have the race swapping, gender swapping, women all powerful, man bad, orange man bad. And then when it all blows up, they're going to go, it's those racist fans over there. They did it. You know, I wouldn't care if they had an intersectional monkey who had transitioned into a dolphin. As long as the story's good, I don't care who they put in it. Just follow the story.
I keep saying this. There's a show which I really like. I watched it recently called Alice in Borderland.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
It's a Japanese show where these three lads they're in Tokyo. They're doing either some skipping of the school or something shenanigans in Tokyo, and they run away from this security guard because they did a naughty, and they lock themselves in like a cubicle. And then when they come out the cubicle, they are in a completely different Tokyo.
Oh, so like a little bit of a Lion Witch in the Wardrobe?
Yeah, sort of. Well, kind of. Yeah. I mean, they've been transported to like a replica of Tokyo, and you have battle royale collars on you.
Wow.
And you have a period of time that you must compete in games.
Hunger Games.
And if you beat the game, you get to live and you get extra time added, so you don't have to do another game for X amount, you know, let's say 2 days, 3 days. And you also get a gift, which is a playing card. And so the object is to try and get all the playing cards. And then what does that release? Who knows? I mean, I know. But who knows? Well, I know part of it anyway.
Right.
And so you kind of have this sort of Squid Game battle royale type of contest going on in Tokyo. And then when you're not in the game, you can go wherever you want in Tokyo, you know?
Oh, really?
You go wherever you want. Yeah. So there's
it's like they time traveled into a dystopian Tokyo, but life is the same except for the game.
It's not. It's like a dimension switch. Let's just say, like a dimension switch.
Okay.
And there is. It's not boring. It's really interesting. It's a really fun show because it's how you actually use those themes. Anyway, long story short, there is a trans character in the show, and they're one of the best characters in the show. Why? Because they're just very well written.
Story.
And them being trans has nothing to do with anything.
Right.
It's never mentioned. It's never a talking point. It's just who they are. And so whenever it's a scene with them, it's just whatever the scene needs to happen. Right. There's no sat down and let's talk about your fifis. Let's talk about why you're a transies. Right. It's just who they are.
Right.
And that's how you write a good character. They're a good character in spite of whatever they may be. They may be great. They may be a failure. They may be wrong. They may be right. But if they're a well-written character, they are somebody that you will be able to relate to understand at least their motivations, which you can with this character. So it's all about when you're just literally presenting on screen, like, you know, aren't we so wunderbar? We got a black.
Right.
He's in our show.
Asian. Pat. Yeah, give a pat on the
my arm, so it's breaking. It's
so
breaking.
good,
It's patting on my back.
I think
that's
it's because
that's proper writing.
Well, it is, and you're absolutely right. I think that is because of the fact that, you know, who do you know that does stuff like that? They're either really insecure or they're really foul people.
Hollywood,
you know,
and they are foul people.
Could you imagine they do such evil things in their life where they go, "Hey, man, I have got to make up for this." It's like a confession for them.
You know something, Joe? I actually don't think it is.
You don't?
I think it's another avenue of exerting power.
Okay, I understand.
Because they are using righteousness to feel superior to people. I am more righteous than you. I am more
holy,
accepting than you. Yeah, and I am more virtuous. That's why it's called virtue signaling. I am more virtuous than you are, and it's not legitimate. You know, it's not done for the right reasons, and it's not done because they are believers in the cause. It's purely a projection. It's purely an outward projection for people to look at them and go, oh,
but that comes from somewhere.
Aren't they so amazing?
But that comes from insecurity is what I was thinking, but it comes also from something else that I haven't been able to put in my, because someone has
narcissism.
Ego. Right. What gives somebody, so it must be, I would think it would be more narcissism than insecurity, because there's someone there who's poisoning the culture. And when you poison the culture, you divide a people. Now, in their mind, they don't think it, just like you have in movies or shows. The villain never thinks he's a bad guy. Very few go, yeah, you know, I'm an evil ass and I'm going to just enjoy it. You don't ever get that a lot because it doesn't usually happen. They've cast themselves as kind of like exactly what you said, these like righteous paladins, these holy warriors.
They're the hero in their own minds.
Yeah, that's perfect.
They're the heroes of their own story. And the villain of a lot of other people's.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you see
now that we've done, wow, we got all that from the Lord of the Rings 1 minute trailer.
And I want it to be so good. I really am counting on it. I had watched Lady Gravemaster said don't watch it, but I had watched the first episode of Wheel of Time and I had just started reading it. And
I lasted 38 seconds.
Really? I wanted to watch a full episode. I was like, I don't understand. I went and looked up the budgets and I'm like, this doesn't look like that type of show. I mean, the costuming, the sets. I was like, what's going on? And they keep saying #1 show on Amazon, you know, #1. I'm like, to who?
No.
Did you see
They're the ones
Denzel?
who have all the figures and the times viewed and all this, and they ain't gonna say.
Right.
But I listened. I turned it on. I thought I haven't read the books.
Right. I just
So
started.
I was going in as a complete ignoramus. But I love fantasy. I'm willing to. One of my favorite genre, if not my favorite, sci-fi and fantasy, my two favorite genres.
Yeah, me too.
And so I thought, hey, look, I'm willing. I'm desperate for some good fantasy. I'll give it a go. 38 seconds into that voiceover, and I was out.
Yeah.
Men, they're just a big bunch of poopy panties. They're terrible. They're the problem of everything. But we women, we had to come in and fix it all. Off.
That's what I mean. They don't strategize. Like, if you go, okay, I believe in this message. I want to either convince the biggest amount of people to follow this message, right? So you would think you would lay it out in such a, you would make the best stories in order to subtly push your message. That to me would be the strategy. You go, I'm going to make the best Lord of the Rings, the best Wheel of Time. And in it, subtly, I'm going to push it. But they don't even follow that. That's how crazy it's made them.
I mean, there's a few people I know who have read the books, and they absolutely lord over them. They say the books are great. It's really good. Even though the story, the stories about these females and they do this, but the way that it happens is just very, very clever indeed. Yada yada yada. So they really, they really talk about how good the books are, and they're just, when it comes to the show, they are like, what are you talking about, Willis? I don't know, man. But I'm just desperate for some good. I would love this Lord of the Rings TV series to be great. I might know a little bit more about it than I'm allowed to know.
Really?
Well.
Does it look like it's going to be good, or it looks going to play the tea? Oh, don't come. Not a little bit. Give me a little hope. A little hope. There's not even a sliver in there that you've heard. They go, that sounds exciting.
I know. And it's just like, oh.
Is this going to be like Caligula, but for Amazon? But
hey, I liked Caligula. I thought that was I thought it was great. I wish I was Caligula right now, and everyone around me was studio execs, and I was.
Give me a grape.
Give me just cutting people's heads off in various ways and various things. Let's go into a couple of let's go into some toy talk.
Oh yeah.
Let's get on to a little bit of toy talk now. As I can see from right behind you, you're a connoisseur, a man of taste.
Yes, sir.
I can see a beautiful Batman on a bike behind you from the Dark Knight. We've got is that Batman animated series to the left?
This
pictures
one?
I'm talking about.
Oh, the pictures
behind you.
That's Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah, Dark Knight, and then of course Cap.
Yeah, Mask of the Phantasm, one of my favorites.
Oh, I love that film. And then of course behind you you've got, is that the DX Batman?
Yeah, that's the
then
one.
you got the
J&D Studios.
Yeah.
No, sorry, Queen Studios. Sorry.
Queen Studio. Okay, all right. So that's not the DX. Okay, so that's actually the statue one.
Yep.
So okay. So you got the statue one, and then you got the statue Joker. You got the what I would like to call, because let's forget Wonder Woman 84 even exists. Let's just call that Kingdom Come Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Kingdom Come. Yeah, because 84 was horrible.
Yeah, let's just call that pseudo Kingdom Come Wonder Woman. And then you've got that great Captain America statue as well. And I can just see in the corner you do have a shield up on the wall as well. So
Yeah.
you're a connoisseur of the geek arts.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to
What's
do
your
a room
favorite?
tour.
What's your favorite? Who's your favorite hero?
Oh God, it's Batman and Cap are both. I can't switch. They're both to me. That I don't have one. It's both of them.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to pick between them,
It's both of them.
yeah,
I had to pick one. It's both.
Both.
I had to pick one of them. It's both of them.
Captain America from my childhood and Batman as an adult. That would be the best way to put
Okay,
it.
that's quite interesting. That's quite interesting because I found the older I got, and trust me, Batman's my favorite. Still is my favorite. But the older I got, I sort of gravitated more and more to this guy.
Soup.
To soups,
Like
you know.
soup.
I love soups.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're going to be in for a little treat when I show you something today. Then.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Where did your love of this come from? Where did your love of superheroes geekdom come from?
Geekdom. Let's see. Where did it come from? Well, it started with my kidnapping, actually, and it was just a way. It was one of those things.
Sorry, can you? So, just want to elaborate on that slightly, George, for the audience. It came after your what?
Kidnapping. When I was kidnapped at the age of 7. So it was the memory, it was the images of those characters of Captain America, Superman, because the Super Friends, I would watch it back then.
Yeah.
And those images kept me going. That and Star Wars. It's like all of that. It's, again, a 7-year-old kid. So you're not sitting here going, hey, I want to hold on to this. But when you're getting beaten or you're tied in a corner, you're sitting here and you feel exhausted. It's kind of like, what would Cap do? You know, I'm going to be like Cap.
How, just to, because the audience is just like, what?
Yeah.
How long were you a victim of the kidnapping? A whole year. That must have felt like an eternity.
It did, especially for a kid, because you know how time passes slowly when you're young.
Well, do you know the mechanics behind that?
No, I don't.
The mechanics are, you see, when you're 5, a year seems forever.
Yes,
because a year is 20% of your life. When you're 50, a year goes past like the blink of an eye. But that's because a year is a 50th of your life. So your brain kind of departmentalizes it like that. That's why the older you get, the quicker time seems to be. It's because that same measurement that you would use each year gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and therefore feels quicker and quicker and quicker. But yeah, as a 7-year-old kid, a year must have felt like it's. I can remember when I was a kid, it just 1 year felt like forever.
My goal was always the holidays. When is Christmas holiday?
Yeah.
But it was like drawn out. I don't know. Somewhere around 35, I felt like someone pushed the gas pedal, and every year just kind of like just kept going by.
No, I absolutely hear you there. Yeah.
And my granddad used to tell me, because I would tell him when I was a kid, I want to be an adult. He goes, no, you don't. I go, I want to be an adult. He goes, enjoy your childhood. I'm like, no, I want to be like you. You get to do everything. He's like, yeah, no.
Well, I mean, that's what I say. I mean, I've got an 8-year-old nephew, and I just want him to relish his childhood. You know, I just want him to have all the creature comforts that that an uncle could pass on to him. And it's just that, just to see a kid happy, smiling, laughing,
best thing in the world.
And he's an only child, and I tell you what, he's such a fucking sweetheart.
That's beautiful.
No, yeah, exactly.
My nieces live 4 doors down from me because when we moved to this neighborhood, I had my sister moved. So like the family moves like a Greek tribe, you know?
Yeah.
We look like, like nomads.
Yes.
So she moved, my uncle moved, my aunt moved, and like so everyone's here. But I see them multiple times a week, and seeing, a 6-year-old girl to my niece to light up and smile, or her sister who's 4. Of course, when they're together, they go kind of like crazy because they're sisters. But it's just what you just said. It's beautiful. So of course I spoil the hell out of my sister. Like, no more toys. Because, you want to be great Uncle George. Like, hey, let's go buy some toys. You come back with the shop. And she's like, what are you doing? Toys.
Well,
that's what I wanted as a kid.
Hey, this Christmas, I bought what I thought was a Lego set for my nephew from Amazon. It arrived. I just wrapped it, put it down. And then Christmas Day came and he opened it up. He's like, oh, thanks, Uncle Haz. And, although might call me a slightly different name. And then we were just chilling on the sofa, and then I think it was my brother or something said, or my sister said, what set did you get little William? And I was just like, I got him this Lego town center set. And she was like, this isn't that. And Amazon had sent me the wrong thing, and it's and I just you just take it at faith that what's arriving is the right thing. So I didn't even think to check that it was right. Like, so anyway, I mean, poor little William, I mean, he was like well happy with it anyway, but I felt bad because, I felt like Uncle Az had failed. So I immediately bought another one and had it sent to his house. So, because they were going home the next day, it would be there, or it would arrive the day, whatever they came back. But, you need those smiles on the kids' faces. And anyway, when I got back home, there was, I had this lovely text waiting for me, and it was a video of my nephew just going with the right object. And I was like,
that freaks me out. Could you imagine? Because I've sent gifts from Amazon to my nieces, and thank God so far everything has gone well. But what if they got like, Jesus, could you imagine sending a kid an Amazon? You're like, this is a Playmobil station. All of a sudden they get a sex toy. You're going to be like, hey, that's Amazon, not me. I mean, I didn't think about that.
I'd hire a good lawyer quickly.
No. Seriously, that's scary. Next time I'm having all the packages delivered here, I'll check them myself.
Yeah.
But no, it's I love the superheroes. And then when I got back from Greece, because that's where I was taken, when I got back from Greece, it's kind of like Star Wars was the first thing to revitalize me. So the last movie that I saw before I was kidnapped was Star Wars, A New Hope, when it was just Star Wars. I don't remember my youth. I don't remember when I was 7 it was called A New Hope. I just remember.
No, it was just Star Wars to us. Yeah.
It wasn't A New Hope.
I think it was in the crawl. It was episode 4, A New Hope, and that's the only time that you saw that. But yeah, it was just Star Wars, wasn't it?
So when I got back, the first movie that I saw was Empire Strikes. Empire. And I remember those days. You don't see that anymore. But you had to wait days. People would wait in line for days. People camped out to get into it.
Well, I mean, you're American. Well, living in America anyway. But in the UK, let's say Empire came out in December, just for argument's sake, in America, we would get it 6 months later in the UK. You didn't get these worldwide releases that we have now, and it was the same when it came to like VHS and Betamax and
Betamax
kind of you were waiting way longer than other countries were for that. One of the only good things about my father that I can remember is when he used to return home from being abroad, because he worked abroad. He would just bring like taped copies, pirated copies of all all the movies that we couldn't get and whatnot. But I do recall, because we had a Betamax player, Sony Betamax. I do recall we went to the video shop to purchase Raiders of the Lost Ark, and it was £80.
Yeah, I know those. It was expensive here. I remember. Mom's like, I'm not paying $45 for the beta, because those Sony players were like a lethal weapon. Remember how heavy they were? The big Betamax,
massive. Top opening.
Yeah, it was just the funniest thing.
You could always tell. You could always tell when you recorded some naughty stuff from the TV. The tracking always went the nudity. Suddenly the nudity came on and the tracking just started to go all fuzzy. I don't know what possibly had happened there.
It wasn't me. I got away with that once, which of course I later told him. I go, it wasn't me. We just had gotten cable. But it was cable in the day when you had the box. It was on the TV and you had to go and click the channels. And then about 6 months later, they had a cord so you could carry it. So I had figured out how to record something on the Betamax.
Yeah.
And my mother has my grandmother over and she's like, I'm going to show you, our vacation in Greece. And all of a sudden it's like, da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. Like, what is this? And you hear, George! And so, so I get inside and she's like, what is it? I'm like, do those things work on their own? She's like, I don't know. I said, I would never do this. My grandmother's looking at me. She's kind of like doing the kind of winking. And she picks up and tells my mother, like, it must have done it on its own, Beatrice. It's its own. George would never do that. My grandmother's like, you owe me.
Big time.
Big time.
By the way, folks, I see your super chats. Don't worry, as ever, we'll do all the talky bit, we'll do all the showy off bit, and then we'll spend some time at the end going through all the super chats. So don't worry, your super chat will get read out, won't be neglected, and I'm not ignoring it. So just to make you fully aware. Let's have a bit of show and tell. Let's have a bit of show and tell, shall we?
All
Yeah.
right. Well, the first one.
Oh, I like the t-shirt, by the way. Nice t-shirt.
Oh, man, Bats. Yeah. Dark Knight. That's my favorite version of Bat. That and
that's Batman.
Yeah. That's why I liked Affleck. You know, when he first was cast, I was about ripping my hair. I'm like, Ben Affleck? You know, I was like, no way.
I did a video telling people
I haven't seen that.
To give him the benefit of the doubt.
Really? Wow. No.
Oh, this is before I'd met Gary, and this is years before I met Gary. When his announcement, I used to do this series called As Chats.
Oh, okay.
It's mostly about World of Warcraft. Don't worry about it.
Is it up? I gotta look.
Yeah, it's still there somewhere on the channel. But I did this video about, hey, give Ben Affleck the benefit of the doubt. You know, this is a proper Batman fan. He's got a good look. So I actually did a video against the naysayers.
Yeah, I didn't think of it. All I kept seeing was his Daredevil and Benifer. You know, it's like, oh God, J-Lo's girlfriend.
Yeah, J-Lo's girlfriend. Yeah.
And then when I saw him in that first still that Snyder, I was like, that's the Dark Knight. I was like, damn, I loved his interpretation. I really hate that he had such a horrible time, you know, his marriage, the alcohol, that it just destroyed it. Which to me, again, I'm not in his shoes. It doesn't make sense. The way he said that's the dream character he wanted to play, like since he was a kid. You think that would be the time of your life. But the way
we all have our demons.
Yeah, we do. But the way he describes it, it was a hellish production. So no, I love it.
But you got a hellish production. You've got alcoholism.
Which I didn't
You've
know.
got the deterioration of his marriage. You know, there is when all that is falling on top of you.
Of course, it's that I understand. I just thought it would have been an easier, but the way he described the production, I was like, wow, that sounds like a nightmare, not like having a fun time. So
it was awesome, most of it.
Yeah. And now he's back to being Jennifer's
girlfriend again. Yeah, I think it's Jennifer's boyfriend though at the moment. So
boyfriend, yeah, because he's now been Batman, so he's no longer the. So the first one I have is a custom. I had pulled this up. This is from Gangs of New York.
Okay,
it's from Shumi Arts, a great custom house from Japan and Korea. If I can just get the little, there we go.
Good deal.
So this is Leonardo DiCaprio's. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, yeah. I think I'll give you a full frame on that, ladies. Yeah. Nice.
So and he comes with everything. And see, this is why. No, I'll show you hold on, let me show you the different pieces.
Because you can actually get the Daniel Day-Lewis as well, can't you?
Yeah, they have them. I have a custom one. I just have to dig it out. Yeah, I think that's where the future is going to be, is once Hot Toys figures out how to start producing more custom styles, because customs are becoming so huge. Like, for example, the
head
base
swaps and stuff like that, portrait changes. Yeah.
Like, look, the base that they brought with it, right? All magnetic. Of them, they're magnetic.
Yeah.
I don't know why Hot Toys hasn't done it.
Yeah, I think it was it my Pink Panther, my Peter Sellers Pink Panther that I recently purchased, and that base is magnetized, and I was just like, wow, why aren't these a thing, or more of a thing, I should really say? Yeah, because those magnetized bases are a godsend. Yeah, so as George Frafts.
Yeah, so then you have, like his knife and all his instruments. If you want, I can pull them out and show you, or show you another character. Like I said, I brought out a lot of stuff. I didn't know what.
Yeah. Just grab a little ting. Grab a little ting.
Okay, grab a little ting.
Let's get this conveyor belt going.
Hell yeah. So yeah.
So since you're doing that, I'm gonna grab something I showed off on a couple of streams, but I'm going to show this again because although I haven't technically shown this off yet, but I might have shown it off on a couple of other streams.
What is it?
But the reason why I show this off is I have 4 more of these arriving in the next couple of days. And this is the Stormtrooper Commander.
Ah, yeah.
Woo! You see?
Yeah. I like it. Me like it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're muted. I can't hear you.
He fell onto the mute button.
Yes, I hear you now.
So at the back, his little thing here is actually magnetic.
Wow.
So he's got all his gubbins there. Now the reason these are the ones from the Mandalorian. So the reason why I've ordered 4 more of these is because all I'm going to do is simply take off the shoulder, and then I have 4 regular Stormtroopers.
Sweet.
Because you get the regular blaster and you also get the larger blaster as well with them. And then I've got myself a little army of Stormtroopers and a commander.
I like it. You know what just came in for me is I got a case, 4 of them, which comes in a case of the ones from Clone Wars. Remember
the 501st?
Yes. The blue guy.
The blue.
Oh.
Did you get the just the regular blue, or did you get the ones with the Ahsoka Tano helmets?
Those haven't come in for me yet. I got 4 of the regular ones and 2 of the ones with Ahsoka. I wanted to recreate the scene where they have Maul in that prison.
Yeah.
Okay, so
what? So you've ordered the Coruscant security guards, the reds.
Yes, the reds, and then the blues behind them, and then Ahsoka. The only thing is I haven't seen how they're doing the prison cell. It looks like
I think it's somebody said it's cardboard.
I hope Juice is going to make that because a lot of people have asked him.
Somebody would do. I'm pretty sure somebody would do a custom sarcophagus.
So you can see when you start putting the stuff on him, like even his hair. Whoops, let me go back here so I can focus. Focus.
Focus, camera.
What's up with you?
Don't worry. Just get him nearer the camera. Force him. Force Leo.
Force.
Come on, Leo.
Come on. There we go.
There you go.
So you can see.
Nice. That's a good head sculpt.
Oh, yeah. So then I put the, whatever you call that top knot or that thing that.
Quarter Black Garrett will know what that's called. I think it's called a man bun.
Yeah, but the pick that goes through the man bun. So you can see they did a really.
Yeah.
They did a really good job.
That's a great figure, man.
Oh yeah, that's why I think that's what the future is going to be. I think they're going to figure out. I think Hot Toys have made 2 mistakes because their business for 14 years was primarily Hong Kong, and that's what they concern themselves with.
Yeah,
they didn't care about any other market, but now with the U.S., no, they just didn't. They're like, that's our market. Well, you want it, cool, but we're here to cater. Which is why they don't build the vehicles anymore because there's no space. There's no space in a regular Hong Kong apartment or Hong Kong home for these big vehicles like the Batmobiles or.
There's no space in my Western home if I still fucking got them.
I have that, which is out today.
You have what?
Juice's Batmobile.
Which one?
The BVS.
The Justice Mobile. Okay. Yeah. Mine's here.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
I've had mine for a while now,
Yeah, that's
just
cool.
saying. Just saying.
That's
nice.
Saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Just rub it in.
But unfortunately, I've got one of my sofas downstairs has been overtaken with a mountain of huge boxed figures. So I've currently got one seat on one sofa in the front room that's mine. And the other's the figures? Boxes, just boxes of unboxed.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But it's look, as you can see, look, look. it's going bit by bit, you know. I'm doing a little bit every day.
That's good. Hey, that's the way to go.
And
So,
stuff's happening right now.
it's dealer's choice. I can pull out a Pop Toys from The Last Samurai, a Hot Toys Venom, or Star Wars. Which one? Or something from the Avengers.
Pop Toy sounds good because I showed off my Venom last week.
Cool.
So we've seen the Venom. Let's have a look at Last Samurai.
So that's
one
of them from The Last Samurai. I have all of them.
Oh well, that is what's the jiggy?
Ken Watanabe.
Ken Watanabe, yeah. Excellent.
So we'll just
wow, that head sculpt is incredible.
Oh yeah. Let me just open it.
Look at that. Flick knife out.
Did you hear Denzel Washington stirring everything up by sharing what he believes about diversity and
but he's right.
He is right, but it's funny that they're not attacking him. That's what's funny. He's not being lambasted.
They're not attacking him, but they're not giving him much work either at the moment.
Oh,
he hasn't had like a great deal of stuff for a little bit because Denzel's always been, unfortunately for Hollywood, somebody of great moral character and common sense. And he's not afraid to speak a lot of common sense, that guy, and that's why he's one of the most beloved, I think, people out there. I love The Equalizer with Denzel.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of Denzel stuff that I like, but I just love The Equalizer because it's just so great to see him go fucking postal. Man on Fire.
Man, that's my favorite. Oh,
what a film. What a film.
Do you remember he takes that thing, he's like, he hits it. He goes, you know what this is? This is called a plunger. Do you know what this is used for?
yeah.
So here's Ken Watanabe.
Wow.
The Last Samurai.
Look at this. Let's get a
This is when he goes to the Emperor.
That outfit is so good as well.
Turn, dude.
You're gonna get him up. Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. That is an unbelievable head sculpt.
Yeah.
And the detail on that.
Look at the scar on his head.
Wow.
And the veins on the side.
Yeah.
See that? Look at that pattern.
The tiny bits of stubble. I mean, I can relate to that.
I mean, they really outdid themselves. Pop Toys has surprised a lot of people in the last couple of years.
Well, there's some really good I say third party, but let's just say third party for argument's sake. There's some really good third party creators right now.
Yep.
So Toys, Exo6. They're doing really, really good work. Oh yeah, Robert would be spitting feathers at this Ken Watanabe.
Oh yeah, and then you have him in his full armor, and I'm gonna have to get a new camera if we do this again, so that way I can have it to the side.
Is this the C920?
The camera?
The Logitech, yeah. Is it the Logitech?
No, it's a Canon. It has an autofocus. Yeah, it's a Canon. It's an autofocus. I'm gonna get. It's
because you're the dominant force. You need to stick it in front of your face.
Okay, there we go.
There you go.
You're brilliant. Yep, brilliant. Okay, so now I'll turn him.
Nice. Oh yeah.
I mean, look at that detail. I mean, they did not chintz out, and look at his.
Oh, it's not. Yeah. These little foot socksy type of things.
And then they have the fan. If you can see it.
Yeah, I can. Well, still out of focus, but I see the fan.
Yeah.
I see the fan.
I'll get the hang of this.
Whew.
So then you have Star Wars, more Star Wars. If you want, I have more of the Pop Toys. If you want me to pull those, they're right here.
Ooh.
You want to see the rest?
Which ones of those you got? Yeah.
Last Samurai.
Oh, it's all the last. Okay. Yeah.
Interested? You want me to pull them?
Yeah. Do it.
Okay, give me a second. They're right here. Hold on.
He did that just as I started to take some swig of drink. Right. I'm going to show something off, though, folks. This I have had on pre-order for, I think, 2 years nearly.
Yep.
And then it arrived today.
Okay.
I have been desperate for this to arrive. I am not disappointed. And what's even more interesting is I thought that the hair was going to be sculpted. It's not.
Oh, really?
But let's have a look at. Oh, hello.
Yeah, that's nice. Nice.
The Batgirl from Arkham finally arrived. And this is a little beauty. I was actually thinking all these were going to be like quite just like thick plastic.
Yeah.
But this is like, even like, I'm not trying to poke a boo, but on purpose, but even all of it's like quite soft plastic.
Really?
So there's like some give there, which is nice. The boots are fun. They're just great. And then we have the rooted hair there. So we have Babs with her lovely rooted hair, which you can get right out there if you want to.
What do you think about rooted hair? You like rooted or sculpted?
I think it's horses for courses.
I got you.
Rooted hair doesn't always work.
Yep.
And sculpted hair can look really bad at times. Like for instance, let's just use Black Widow from Infinity War.
Oh, nice hair.
When she had the blonde hair, that hot toy did not suit rooted. You know, that they should have done more of a sculpted hair with that one.
Are you talking which one are you talking about? The last one, which was where they had a sculpted braid? Or are you talking about
no, the Infinity War one where she had the blonde hair, the blonde bob.
Okay.
And they had rooted hair for that, and it just she just looked like a fucked up Barbie.
Yeah, when they do rooted hair and it comes out poorly, it really messes the figure up. When it's done just right, so here we have not a great head sculpt though. A little bit disappointing. But this is the Tom Cruise captain.
Now then, did Robert get an alternative head sculpt? I think somebody sent him an alternative head sculpt for this, you know.
There we go. See,
that's not bad.
No, but the hair is what messes it up.
That's because that is rooted, and that probably should have been sculpted.
See, because I have a custom one that's coming when he's in his full samurai gear.
Unless you style that hair, it's always going to look a bit off.
Yeah, I just pulled it out, so we're going to have to do some work on it.
But the actual the facial features are really good.
I have the armored version of him, and the guy who's doing it, he uses copper metal chain link, for inside under the Japanese. So it's perfect. Yeah. It's all handmade. It's going to come out, I think, in a couple months. I'll show it to you it's beautiful.
Yeah.
The helmet, everything. So that's Tom Cruise. His colonel, her captain or colonel?
Colonel.
And I have one more.
Ooh.
You want me
this is skin its packaging.
Yeah, no. Hold on. Just got in.
Still all bubble wrapped.
Yeah, it is. I probably should have had it all opened. I just didn't know which one.
Hey, it's all gravy, baby. This is half the fun.
I love the Equalizer. They were supposed to make the third one with that director. MCG? Is it? Or McG?
Yeah. I'm sad they didn't make a third, and now it's bloody Queen Laquifa.
I don't understand that. Have you seen it? I watched an episode just to laugh. I was like,
I watched the first two. I watched the first two. I think I did a video on the first one or first two.
Yeah.
And then I just couldn't do any more. It was so dull. And there's only so many times you can say, how does she move from here to here so quick? Without trying to sound like a horrible hypocrite.
But it's not that, but that's the truth. I'm sorry, an action star had got to be able to perform the action.
I mean, we complain about 90-year-old girls kicking in 250-pound men.
Right.
Now we've got a 50-something-year-old woman who's not in the greatest shape of her life doing exactly the same. It's just like, I'll just come on.
Come on.
Come on.
So what have you been looking forward to? Did you see any of the new 1/6s on 1/6 Outfitters? They have the Westworld's Man in Black. That character I really liked. The character, the way he looks, not the show.
1/6 Outfitters just got an upgraded website.
Yep.
Which is pretty cool. I've pre-ordered the Jason Todd.
Oh.
The Jason Todd Robin. I was looking at their in stock figures, hoping to snag a bargain.
Yeah.
But there wasn't anything that I was like really
jumping.
Yeah, desperate, like And I think the only one that I did find was out of stock.
Did you go to 1/6 kit? Because they usually will have them.
And I haven't got a 1/6 kit for a long time, actually.
Oh yeah. Kit is the actual name of the owner. He always has a lot of unique things.
Yeah. I haven't been here for a while, I gotta confess.
Sometimes you'll find stuff that's sold out everywhere else. You'll find it there, plus customs.
Oh, yeah. Well, I tell you what I do like the look of. Can we get a bigger picture, please? Oh, hello, folks. You might like the look of this. Right. Let's try and get a decent image. Right. Look at this bad boy up for pre-order. No. Hold on. Oh, balls. I've done a thing.
What thing?
I'm using two browsers at the moment. So when I'm trying to share, it doesn't like it doesn't like that. Hold on, let's just see that I'm not. Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know why that is, because the same thing happened to me when I was trying to make a video. Oh,
we got a Punisher.
That's like the statue. Wow.
We got a custom 1/6 Punisher here. This looks dope as fuck.
Shit. I didn't see that, and I just saw that. I just went by the site today.
Look at this.
That's nice.
And they're just calling it Frank.
Frank.
Look at this, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm gonna get myself a bit of Frank.
God. Does it look a little bit like Brolin, like a little bit of his essence? Josh Brolin?
Like a younger, sort of like a younger Brolin. Yeah. But this is a lot of bang for your buck here with these head sculpts, jacket, 2 MP5s.
Bat?
I'm not sure what that one is. Baseball bat, bag, 2 handguns, 4 grenades, 6 changes hands. Wow. That is some
proper.
Yeah, that's called Tough Guys TG Frank figure. Frank.
Here's the other one from Last Samurai.
And that's when's that coming out? Available Q3 2022.
Oh, that's not long.
I mean, if it holds the release date, yeah.
Usually, you know what's funny about Kit is things that I've ordered from there. When he has something that's delayed, he contacts you. That's what I like about him. Not all of them do. You have to go check the website.
Oh yeah.
So here's the
George.
one.
I have just got a knock at the door. I'm pretty sure it's a delivery. Nothing exciting. I think it's my glue. I'll be back in 2 minutes if you just hold the floor.
Right.
I'll give you a full.
So how's everybody doing today? Are you doing great? You know, this is actually the first time that I'm streaming alone.
Show off your toy.
Show off my toy. I'll show off the toy. So this is from The Last Samurai. Let me see if I can get him in closer. Y'all see him? If y'all remember, he's the one that trained the colonel. I put his top knot in. As soon as I get my head out of the screen, there we go. Y'all can see it. Pop Toys has done a really, really good job over the last 3 years. They started focusing on samurais from different periods in Japan, and they've been knocking it out of the park ever since. So when they got The Last Samurai, they've started releasing every piece from it, and they have just incredibly well. So if anyone who really loves 1/6 and you love Samurai, or you love The Last Samurai, you're really going to dig it. Yes, no, not this figure. It doesn't come with armor, but they have the one that comes with his armor. So they have, this is his training version. See, this is what he trained in. And then they'll have his full armored version with the face piece. Yeah, they look amazing, don't they? All of y'all are beautiful. This is great. My first time actually streaming alone. You got to see a great toy. We're having a great time with Az. Well, I'm on Az's channel, so it's been a great time with him and all of you. So when did everyone get started here? Anybody have any stories about how they got started in 1/6? Yeah, they are really dope. I mean, have you ever taken a look at where the figures were 10 years ago? 10 years ago, they look horrendous. Come on, focus in. Focus there. Come on, focus, focus, focus. There we go. So you can see, look at the detail on him. Look at his top knot as I turn it. I mean, that's some amazing work. The sculptors that they use have improved. There we go. Come on. This is driving me crazy. Okay, y'all are just going to have to give me a second till this camera focuses, focus, focus, focus. So the next one would be, you would have the daimyo, and he would be in his full armor. And then you have him in his full armor. I wish I knew his name. I'd have to look that up 1 second. But when you look back over 10 years ago, you can see figures, they would either look like bad Barbie dolls, or almost like someone took Legos and just grew them out to 1/6. The heads were either all squared off or all pointed, like someone had squished them. Do I have Terminator or Predator? Actually, I have Terminators. Predator, no. But go back anytime you want and take a look where the industry was 10 to 13 years ago. It's completely different today. These looked like life. Back then, it was like an entire, okay, we got a little Lego guy and we stuck some arms on him and made him 1/6 scale. Hey, so did you get it?
That was not the glue. The glue had already been posted in the letterbox. That was part of the Eagle Moss Enterprise being delivered.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And it came this week, well, this month, with the base.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this box about 6 foot by 1 foot.
Is that how big it is?
No, it's about, the box was like 2.5 feet by 1 foot.
They don't still have those up, do they? Because I never got in on that.
I don't know, to be honest. So that's just got placed in the front room for now. And the box was ropey as fuck.
So they're house guests. They're house guests. In the front room.
They are now. They are now. I'm literally just going to get a plastic bin, put all the bags in with all the instruction pieces. And then one day it's just going to be, all right, folks, we're going to do a stream. And we're going to start working on the Enterprise. So, and then we'll just see how far we get and marrying what bags to go with what. But at the moment, it's just a cardboard massacre downstairs.
Wow.
Chihuahua.
Let me ask you, what do you do with the boxes? That's become my biggest problem.
Flat pack them and then recycle. Yeah.
You don't keep them.
Oh, I do with the 1/6s, because not that I'm wanting to get rid of any of them, but if you want to resell them, you know, you really got to have that official box to show that it's not a Chinese replica and whatnot. But I don't know, and also it's got all the bits in, so I don't know whether or not, because I'm in the process now, obviously, of moving stuff around, and I am coming to a position where I have a lot of 1 in 6 boxes. So I don't know whether or not I should buy a load of small plastic bags, open them up, take out the instructions, take out the extras, just put them in a bag, and then put a label on the bag and say which one it is. Okay. And then just do that with all the boxes and then throw the boxes away.
See, my problem is that I wanted to keep all of the cardboard boxes so it could protect the sleeve boxes from Hot Toy.
Yeah.
But they're eating up all my space. I mean, there's literally nowhere to put them.
Yeah, and that's why. I think that's the way that I should go, because I'm not looking to get rid of these. And let's just say the worst of the worst happened. Everything came to an end tomorrow, and then I went through, whatever I had left, and I was gonna get thrown out onto the streets and sell my ass to American soldiers for a living. You just stick it up on eBay anyway. Just say it's just unboxed.
I was thinking of selling.
They still hold up.
Is it a difficult process? I've never done that. I was thinking of selling.
I've sold a couple of 1 in 6s in my time, and no, it's not a difficult process.
Meaning, like, people are okay. I mean, they're not a big hassle. Like, you put it up.
No, I mean, I do recall the first 1 in 6 I ever bought was back in 2012, which was the Resident Evil 5 Jill Valentine in her in a Last Legacy thing. Oh. Anyway, when I decided to create a YouTube channel thinking that things would be easy and then getting a very quick rude awakening, and then when I went through my life savings, I had to start selling if I wanted to keep this going, and I had to start selling my stuff.
Makes sense.
So I ended up selling all my Star Wars Lego, which was very sought after. My DVD collection, Blu-ray collection, all of it basically went. Everything basically went that I own. And one of the things, of course, was the Jill Valentine 1 in 6.
Gotcha.
So I ended up selling it on eBay to some guy, and there's a strap on the thigh where the gun goes, and the strap had come off. So I actually contacted the guy in good faith and was just like, "Oh, I'm really sorry. I've just come to pack this, and I've realized that the strap on the leg where the gun goes," and I sent a photo. I said, "It's come off." I said, "So I don't want to rip you off, and send it like this. So I'll refund you your money if you want." And he was like, No, that's fine. You just send me the figure. Just send me the figure, because they are so sought after. They really are sought after, and he picked it up for an absolute steal from me, because I was still pretty ignorant about, how much these really should retail for. So I think that Jill Valentine went for £90 or something, which is probably 50% of what it really should have gone for. So he's thinking, no, I just got to put a dab of glue on this, and there you go, bang, fixed. So yeah, no, it's not a difficult process if you've got extras or too many.
Yeah. It's funny, that's how I started collecting, the Hot Toys. It was an accident. I've bought stuff from eBay for forever. I've never sold anything on there, but accidentally I was looking up information about the Dark Knight.
Sure.
And it led me to an eBay link, and I saw the Dark Knight Hot Toys, the DX12.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is this? And it just, how the addiction goes. I got one. I was like, whoa, what is this? And one to another, and then I was like, where do I get more? Then I discovered Sideshow, because I thought it was only on eBay.
Yes, same. Or I thought that people bought them from China. you know, and then eBay resellers bought them from China and then put them up on eBay. Like when I ordered the Justice League Batman, the one in the darker gray.
Oh.
No, not the armor. The one in the darker gray regular costume.
Oh, the regular one. Okay.
Yeah. That was on pre-order for 2 years, but I ordered it on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to keep this, and obviously after like 6 months on eBay, the fucking thing just goes. So I had to keep this contact with this guy on eBay to make sure things were going okay. And I mean, credit to him, he was a stand-up seller, and he was, every time I contacted him, how's it going? Is it looking like it's coming in stock? He'd always reply, always be polite. No, I'll drop you a line when it does, though. And he was never bothered about that. And then, I just got an email one day saying, got some good news, got some bad news. I was like, okay. And he's like, the good news is they've arrived. And I was like, great. He's like, the bad news is, though, I don't have the box for it. The outer cardboard box. I was like, fuck it, send it.
Send it. Go.
I don't need the card. Just fucking send it. So I'm thinking, if I had that attitude then,
right.
Why not just get? Yeah, why not just get a? And it's never stopped. Just fuck it, send it, send them all.
Yep.
I'm thinking, why not just get some plastic bags, some labels, and just take out
everything.
Just take out the extras and bag them up, label them, and fuck the boxes.
I'm beginning to lean that way. I am. I'm done with the boxes. There's nothing to do with them.
They are just taking up space. That's all they're doing. They're just taking up, and it's like, that's my Hot Toys stuff.
Right. Yeah, that's not even.
Or that's my 1 in 6 stuff. I've got plastic bins full of toys and collectibles and stuff like that, and that in itself is just like, come on.
I feel like I have to write a letter. God forbid. It's like I told my sister, if a lightning bolt strikes me and I don't wake up in the morning, I'm like, I'm not a hoarder. Just to put them.
I feel like it though. I feel like it. I've been sleeping in bed for the last couple of weeks with 2 plastic buckets on the side of the fucking bed. Like next to me. I feel like I'm fucking married to them right now. I'm waking up in the morning and putting my arm on them and snuggling. Because I got no fucking room left. I can't bring a girl back here. Are you mad? She'd run. She would run and she'd be screaming, there's a fucking madman who's gonna kill me and fucking put me in plastic in his house.
That reminds me of a date I had like 2 years ago. I bring this girl back and she's like, are you one of those like grown boys? I'm like,
those man boys. Yeah.
And I was like, I like toys.
You're a man child.
I was like, it's really simple. Billionaires buy yachts and jets and movie studios and bad movies.
And women.
And I said, get Hot Toys and statues. She's like, and she was a keeper because she's like, well, as long as they don't get into bed with us. And I was like, wow.
I'll be like, ooh.
I was like, what about Batman?
Yeah.
No.
What about Catwoman?
Yeah. She was the one, what about Batman?
Asking for a friend, but whatever.
Yeah, she was really cool. Oh, really cool. She just left the country.
I'm a love me, love my toys.
Love me, love my toys, yes.
Yeah.
It's just part of that thing. The boxes.
Is this what you're into? Out. I can see the attitude already in your eyes. Out. And she's gone. Hey, I got one more little thing to show you before we go into the super chats.
Yeah. So what is it? The anticipation. Oh, is that the new one?
It's the new one.
Oh, from Infinity
Which
War.
comes with the Loki pokey stick and the attaché case.
The case. I've been wanting to see that case. That's
the case is good. The box is fucking somewhere. But yeah, the case is great, by the way. The attaché case that it comes with is great because it's got in the case, it's got like a sponge,
Wow.
and it's shaped in the side of the pokey stick, so you can put the pokey stick into the case. But this is the boy.
How's the shield?
Oh, the shield's great. I mean, I've put that onto the arm,
God,
and it wasn't.
Wow.
And that shield, I mean, that shield is just like, that is glinting.
Yeah, no, but they fixed the body. They gave him the remember how the first one, he had that odd body, and they finally, I think it was after like Winter Soldier, they started, filling it out.
Yeah.
Like the end game body. That's a beautiful piece. The head sculpt. Wow.
The head sculpt's great. Got the zip on the back, the belt. You get a second portrait with helmet if you want. I just wanted him without helmet for this one.
Gotcha.
And I just think this is
no, that's awesome.
This is a doozy. Yeah, the shield's just so good. That is just so good. Because the only shield that I have is on the end game cap that I've got, and of course he's grimy. Everything's fucked up. His shield's like fucked up if it's normal. It's fucked up when it's broken. So to have this like beautiful glinting shield. I love look at the boot. I mean, the boots are great,
look at those are those 2-ply boots.
Yeah, split cut boots.
Mm-hmm.
So you can pose them, much better. That's his name.
It puts
Captain America. That's the name.
Yeah, beauty.
Not Captain Rogers. Captain fucking America.
Yeah,
that's who he is.
That's who he is. That puts to shame their first one. Remember from Avengers?
That's going back. Yeah, but I mean, that's
no, it's just technology.
Live and learn. But I mean,
beauty.
Come on, let's get that.
See, you got him to focus. How do you keep getting him to focus so well?
It's not that good. Could be better.
I don't know how Justin does it. Maybe it's because I've seen his videos where he must. That box that he uses, the light box.
Why? Steve.
Wow, what a sculpt.
It's a great sculpt.
It is. They got the hair right. They never got his hair.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
Man,
hello.
Wow, look at that.
There we go. That is a head sculpt. See, I love this. This is the character that people like. We're not into tokenized Captain fucking Falcon, man.
Oh, talk about that. I watched Boba Fett last night, right? What does he say? I got to go back and find my ship, the fire spray. I'm like, it's Slave 1. Where did this fire spray come out from? It's not fire spray. It's Slave 1.
It's Slave 1. It will always be Slave 1. Disney... Remember when George Lucas said Disney are the white slavers? They're the white slavers who are trying to cover their past.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they are. It's not. I don't watch Boba Fett. Fuck that show. It's just looks. I mean, after the first episode, no, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm good, thank you. Reed, let's get into some of these super chats. You've been patient enough, folks. Let's see what questiones, etc. we got. The Iron Omega, dude. I haven't seen you for ages. How are you doing, man? The Iron Omega, who I haven't seen for a long time. Great to see you, dude. With a $20 says, have you checked out the Joy Toys Warhammer 40K action figures yet? They're making some Black Legion and Chaos Terminator action figures. You should check them out. I have seen them, and I like what I see. I really do. As a 40K fan, I do like what I see. I've seen the Black Legion ones. They look great. The Smurfs, the Ultramarines, they look great as well. And then there's some Blood Angels in black, but okay. Some Blood Angels as well that I saw. But yeah, they look good. I'm going to keep an eye on those, and maybe, well, not maybe. I mean, once I can grab a few, I'm going to get a couple on if I've got fucking space in the house. So yes, and they're looking good. The Uber Geek with a £2 says, I'm sorry Amazon's Lord of the Rings made you push a huge dookie when that woman just got to Mordor. I died laughing. I just died fucking laughing. It was ridiculous. Justin Trudeau loves pineapple pizza. Why you gotta ruin pineapple pizza? Bring him into it. With a £1.50 hot dog. Estro Almighty with a £1.50 diamond super sticker. And Mr. Buttcrack Media with a £1.50 Canadian hot dog super sticker as well. Westfield 90 with a $10 says wokeness has attained a religious status. Yeah, pretty much. Now and therefore money and profit don't seem to matter. They shrug it off and double down for the next project. They have been doing, but unfortunately, they are in a business where if you don't produce profits, ultimately it will kill you. So I'm happy. I am happy for them to continue throwing their money down the fucking toilet because there's I don't think there is a single solitary show where woke has made profit. Like legit woke has made profit.
Yep.
You know, film wise, mainstream. So yeah, good luck. Philip A. Demick with a $2 says Rings of Powder Bathtub Cleaning Show. Wholesome. Oh man, the Rings of Power. Great innovative title for the show there, by the way. Hunch the Dirty Roofer. Where do these names come from?
No.
With a $5 says, how about a review of the All Creatures Great and Small and introduce the fellowship to the beauty of the Yorkshire countryside? I used to watch All Creatures Great and Small, Tristan Farnham, James Herriot. I ain't no bullshitter. I'm dropping names for you there, boy. And yes, I used to watch it. We used to watch it. It was on a Sunday, wasn't it? All Creatures Great and Small. It was on a Sunday, I think. Yeah, we used to watch it with the family. Do 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 something like that. That was like the theme tune. So there you go. You got a big bunch of lore just dropped on you there. Lord Thunderquark with a $2 says, we both got birthdays this Tuesday. Cheers, mate. Fist bump birthday cake. Yeah. This Tuesday, I will be a year older, a year wiser. Nah, just closer to my death. Austin Keezer with a $2 says, has George ever seen Deadwood Dale's video on him? Nah, because George has got some class. Andrew Matthews with a £5 says, was not blown away by the first episode of Arcane, but loved the show. Just great characters with flaws. You seen Arcane on Netflix?
Yes, I liked it.
I've seen the first episode.
You have to accept going in that there is a little wokeism, and there is. You just have to accept it. There's like a little bit, but it's not enough to derail it. I don't think it's a very solid story. Great arc, beginning to end. If you can turn a blind eye a little bit to it, because
it's the haircuts.
But they don't really go that far, especially in 2021. I think it's some of the best work.
I will watch it all eventually, but I enjoyed the first episode. I thought it was good.
Oh,
I thought it was good, but just that fucking hair, that side shaven fucking haircut. I swear to God, it triggers PTSD in me now.
It does, but I that's what I had to do. Is I was watching the first one and I was like, I'm gonna turn it off. But I'm like, I'm enjoying it. But every time you see her, it's like, you know, when she does that, whatever it is, that whip of her head, and you see that shaved side. Yeah, it's like,
hey, look, if I lift up the microphone, You can see my Lego Mos Eisley Cantina.
Oh shit! That's beauty. That's a beauty.
There you go. Superhero Displays with a £1.79 says, "Welcome, George, to the Knights of the Display Case." There you go. Aitken with an 8 Australian says, "Warmest Aussie g'days to you, gents. I'm waiting for the day to travel to a meetup and shake your hands in a rather starstruck state." There's a lot of alliteration in that, Aitken, and I liked it.
Of alliteration.
Alliteration is great. The sexy, smooth system of seismic. Fuck it, I'm out.
Hollywood harlots.
David the Batman with a $5 says, 1/6 just hit me up saying, "Pay us for your Black Transcendent, aka Black Suit Superman." Yes, as I'm in your DMs on IG trying to send you a comic I love. If you want to send me anything, dude, description of any video or stream, my PO box. My PO box details are in there. So if you want to send me something, just go to the description box, and at the bottom of it, my PO box details for you. Nigel Hallam, natural trainer. There you go. With a £4.49 says, "George, please give an Mike shout out for my daughter Georgie Gigi, serving in our great British Armed Forces. Whenever she's home, I always shout George." Okay. Georgie! Gigi.
Beautiful.
There you go. Athenan with a $50 super chat. Athenan, thank you, dude. Very generous indeed, with a capital G. Hail as the human with a beautiful soul, George. And what dog? Wow, there was a lot of microphone interchanges.
There was a lot of dog in the hot.
Little dog in the hole. Alexander Kelly with a $5 says, "The same people writing these TV shows are the same people writing WWE TV. Good God. Watching Raw and SmackDown is as bad as watching Wheel of Time."
Oh.
Are you a wrestling man?
Some. I like the old days. Junkyard Dog.
Oh, wow. R.I.P.
Hulk Hogan.
I wish he was R.I.P. No, only joking.
Ric Flair. I know. I started getting a little. You remember Ric Flair?
Hell yeah.
I like Ric Flair.
He's the GOAT.
So I just started
Ric Flair
getting
is the GOAT.
I like him. I saw that one guy that Jeremy always talks about, his Punk, CM Punk.
CM Punk. Yeah.
Everyone keeps talking about it. I saw this video that there was like millions of views where he like sat down and started talking to people. Yeah. Does he really have skills, or is he more of a PR thing? That's what I haven't been able to figure out.
He's just come back to wrestling after a 7-year gap. He left WWE under a big cloud, and then there was a lot of shenanigans that went on because he went on to a podcast, Colt Cabana's podcast, and eviscerated WWE, and then they sued him, or they tried to sue him because they said that he made accusations about the doctor which weren't true. That went through the court system for years. He got a ruling, but it cost him a lot of money because they drained a lot of money. But he got the ruling in his favor. Then him and Colt Cabana ended up going to court because Colt Cabana said that Punk said that he would take care of his legal fees, and he didn't. And then that got settled, but I don't know what the situation with those two guys are anymore.
Because I saw him, and he did a great match the twice that I've seen him, and I just don't know why he's getting so much hate. That's what I was trying to figure out. Is this
he doesn't get hate? People love CM Punk.
From the wrestling, not from people. It seemed like there's like a group that seems to ride on him. Not the people. Fans seem to love him. That's what I was trying to figure out. Is this just a
No, he's a solid wrestler. I mean,
Okay,
he's not
okay.
like. I mean, he calls himself the best in the world.
Right.
You
That's
know,
what
he's a very solid wrestler. You know,
Gotcha.
he's kind of a little bit old school.
Mhm.
And he can tell a great story in the ring, and he's awesome on the mic, just like mind blowing on the mic. And yeah, he's in AEW at the moment. He's fighting tonight on TV.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I can't watch WWE. I stopped watching about 5 years ago, and I just couldn't do it. The wrestling was all the same. They all wrestled the same fucking style. The stories were just god awful. I wasn't invested in anything, and so I moved over to New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Oh, you're talking about the girl. I just saw her the other day. The one Suzuki. She just got. There's this girl that I keep seeing, and I found her on your manager's Twitter.
Yes, my manager's Twitter, of course. Which girl?
The girl, the Japanese girl, and she had this bruise on the side of her leg, and some woman had come by and smacked her in the leg. God, her.
Oh, you talking about Hikaru Shida?
Yes, Hikaru Shida. I saw it on your channel. And I got into it. Now I've been watching all her fights. And I'm like, damn it.
Oh, Hikaru Shida's great.
She's phenomenal.
I like me some Hikaru Shida. And
she even
and Oscar's great as well. She's done WWE.
I didn't know that existed till I saw it on that Twitter.
Yeah, I got an Asian woman. I've got a whole Asian woman fetish going.
Did you see her on the stripper pole?
Oh, hell yeah.
That's what I was like. I was like, dude, what the hell?
Come on.
I'm like, as his manager has taste.
But she's really, really good, you know. She's just gone back to Japan. I think she needs surgery on her knee, and I think she's having some time off as well. So they did a story where Serena Deep had who's great. Serena Deep is a wonderful wrestler as well. She's fantastic. She was actually, when CM Punk was in WWE, Serena Deep was when he did his whole kind of like cultish leader thing.
Right.
Serena Deep was the woman that went into the ring and shaved her head for him.
Oh,
that was Serena Deep.
I'm gonna have to go look that up. I didn't know that.
So yeah. But Hikaru Shida is.
How long has she been wrestling? Because I've now seen 3 matches.
She's about 31. She's wrestled in Japan for a long time. So I think she's been wrestling for about 12 years, maybe even slightly longer, 14 years, something along those kind of lines. But yeah, she's a good one. Straight Edge Society, yeah, nice one, thanks, dude. Yeah, you called it the Straight Edge Society, and there's a woman who's like, so anyone come in from the crowd,
yeah,
and so Serena Deep came over, and they let her into the ring, and then shave your head. So she shaved her head for, and that was And it's great that she's at because she's I think she's also a trainer, Serena Deep, at AEW as well for the women, and Kenny Omega has he has like an important role that he plays with the female wrestlers in AEW, and I really do like the way that they are handling the women's division in AEW.
Gotcha.
And they're coming on leaps and bounds, a lot of them.
Well, your manager, you got to give him a raise because your manager turned me on to an entire new world. I didn't know.
I will throw them a couple of coins to my Witcher manager.
Yep.
But yeah, it's on tonight. And John Moxley's back.
Oh.
He checked himself into rehabilitation for alcohol.
You think a lot of that?
Go on.
No, go. I was saying, do you think a lot of that happens because of the injuries?
Certainly with painkillers.
Okay.
I mean, there used to be literally like an epidemic in wrestling where the wrestlers were just addicted to painkillers, and there's a lot of them who have gone because of those, and those addictions of course lead to different drugs and all that kind of stuff. And but yeah, I mean, alcoholism, alcohol numbs the pain, dude. We all know that.
Yeah.
And so if you you know, you go home and you hit, or it used to be a lifestyle, you know, wrestlers and Moxley, he's come from,
old style, no?
you know, he sees, you know, CZW and all this kind of stuff. And, you know, he's come from backyard wrestling. And so, yeah, I imagine, you know, he's lived a bit of a hellboy life sort of thing anyway. And then he met Renee, settled down, had a kid. And I think he really wants to be there for his kid and get rid of his addiction. And it was huge of him to do that. So yeah.
Do you think the old guys like Junkyard Dog and Flair, do you think we just didn't know about their issues?
I think everyone knew that. I mean, it wasn't. Look, I mean, fucking Ric Flair was a mental case. I mean, that guy was living Ric Flair. You know, he was. It wasn't like I'm Ric Flair when I'm wrestling,
right? And
then when I finish, I'm Ric Fervor, whatever the proper surname is. No, he was like, I'm Ric Flair when I'm wrestling, and when I'm not wrestling, I'm Ric motherfucking Flair.
Yeah.
So he was styling and profiling wherever he was going. He was, raising hell in planes and every, he has lived that life. And when he had the like huge heart attack, whatever it is, a few years ago, and he was on the operating table, and they said to Ashley, Charlotte Flair, Ashley, his daughter, they said he's got 20% chance of living. And the fucker kicked out of real life death. And he's extended his life by more years now, and it wasn't this, drugs, alcohol abuse, all kinds of abuse was never a secret in wrestling.
Is it big in the UK? Wrestling, is wrestling big in the UK?
I mean, we used to have like World of Sport wrestling, and then that died off pretty much, I think, early 90s or so. And then, sorry folks, this is now turned into the wrestling show with George Molho and ads from Heel versus Babyface. But most of it was like WWE and WCW. And then when WCW went under and it just became WWE, I mean, they just fucking killed, right? I mean, he killed it.
Okay.
Because there was just no competition, and
that's it.
Yeah. Somebody said, can you just talk about restrictions being lifted in the UK? Yeah, the UK wants to go back to normal. And we've got a government that are trying to push that right now. And let's get fucking back on track. And this whole narrative's falling apart of Coof. So there you go. But I'm not a doctor.
Yep.
But I'm not a doctor. So, I'm just saying.
What if you dreamed of being a doctor? Does that count?
Oh, I can, dude, I have been a doctor. Love doctor, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The doctor will see you now.
The doctor is in.
The doctor is in, literally. Yeah, so dude, watch AEW tonight.
Okay.
I think it's on TBS.
TBS.
For
Perfect.
you.
Yes, sir.
And it starts in 3 hours, 15 minutes.
Perfect.
There you go.
Thank you.
7 Central, 8 Eastern, 7 Central, I think. But it starts in 3.5 hours, 1 a.m. my time, anyway.
Oh, are you going to record it or?
No, I'm going to watch it.
You're going to watch it? Okay.
Hell yeah. I am not recording the return of John Moxley, man. I want to cheer. I want to get emotional. I want to see him fucking twat somebody in the face.
So you got to push all the boxes off the couch so you can get that.
I'll be watching it in bed on the iPad with my boxes next to me.
I still can't get
Can you
over
turn
that.
down the iPad? Shush. This is my bed. I let you in.
It's
Stop
just that
it.
I've been there when you're surrounded by nothing but Hot Toys boxes.
Yeah.
And you're like, where the fuck is my bed?
Yeah, it has been like that. And there's going to come a day, because I'm going to have to start moving all this stuff anyway to be able to move other stuff around. There's going to be a day when my bed is going to become the place where all the boxes go on. And that day, I have to make sure that at the end of that day, that bed comes back to me. These are the times we live in, folks. So there you go, Alexander. I think you got a decent answer there. I don't know if this is the one you wanted, but you got a decent answer anyway. Nick S with a $10 says, as I've never bought a figure before, I'd love to get both Predator and Alien figures. Do you know where I can get some of that? To get some that are good quality. I mean, if you want figures like 1-in-6 figures that we are kind of showing off here, now for the alien, for the Alien Predator stuff or Terminator stuff, you're gonna have to go onto the secondary market. I'm afraid you're gonna have to hit up those eBays. Yeah. You're gonna have to hit up those auction sites. I'm afraid, because they are out of production now. So good luck, I'm afraid, Nick, with that one, because they can be pricey. Although I did pick myself up a RoboCop, die-cast RoboCop recently. And
good deal, because those are up there sometimes.
I was very happy.
Oh, good.
I love RoboCop,
yeah,
man.
so do I. Did you get the one with the chair and the monitors?
Not the chair, no. Oh, this everyone asked, did you get your chair? No. But I got a die-cast one and not a plastic one, so I'm happy. Okay. So I'm okay with that.
Did you get the new one? Because I didn't really like the new Robo. The new Robo.
Oh, fuck no.
Okay. The guy from Altered Carbon.
RoboCop.
Yeah. Okay.
He a bitch. He a bitch cop.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Who remembers that RoboCop? No one. You need to come home. You need to talk to your son. Ah, fuck off.
I'm RoboCop.
He needs to shoot some bitches in the face, woman. Shut your cow mouth. It's RoboCop. Now fucking sit down with daddy. You're getting your fucking sci-fi franchises mixed up. Jesus Christ. The Uber Geek with a £2 says Crimson Tide was peak Denzel.
Crimson Tide's good.
I would love to sit down with a coffee with Denzel.
Hell yeah.
Talk to me like one of your French ladies. Forever Sci-Fi with a $5 says, if you can get only one of the nicely toxic Final Fantasy VII Remake static art statues, Tifa in the purple dress or Aerith in the red dress, which to get? Tifa!
Wow.
Tifa.
I'm live hearing it. I'm still amazed. That was loud. It was nice. Loud. Hey, y'all got to understand.
Loudness is part of the process.
It's a fanboy moment for me. I love Az, and this is my first time. So I actually.
What about, are you do you have a Final Fantasy VII fetish like me?
No, I don't.
Good. Tifa's all mine.
No Final Fantasy fetish. No. You know, I actually
Drinker and I, we have a good understanding, right? Because he likes Final Fantasy VII, but he's an Aerith boy, and I'm a Tifa boy. And so it's just like, this is good because we do not clash, and we do not have to fight. Because I will fight you for Tifa. I will fight you for her love. I will fight, man.
What is it that you like about Tifa?
Well, in all fairness, she's got great
boobs.
They're just really good characters. They're just Final Fantasy VII, the whole lot.
Okay,
they're just so well written characters. And Tifa is oh god, this is something that's so gay. Yeah, there is a vulnerability about Tifa. Okay, because the game tries to push you, or I think that's the way it wants to set up, even I'm talking about the 1997 one as well, not even the remake, but the game tries to kind of like push you down an area through. That's where your love story should develop. And for me, when she's got great tits, don't get me wrong. But for me, whenever I was going through the story, I just always had this. She always seemed to me to have this sort of like vulnerable side to her, and you know she's gorgeous and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I don't know if it's like the protective man in me that wants to bone the shit out of her. But it's just like there was just something about her. There's just like something about a couple of things, but there was just something about the character was just like this, like a connection maybe with the personality. I don't know.
Now I gotta look.
But they're so well written. And I mean, Aerith is a great character as well. She's awesome, but she's a bit too. Are you ready, ladies? She's just a bit too nice.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I like her too.
And oh, see, yeah, hell yeah. And I've got the 1 in 6. Actually, I got 2 of them because I got so she can wear the purple dress and also.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it in 1/6.
Oh, dude.
Is it a Hot Toys one?
It's a third party.
Yeah.
It's a third party, but it's great. I'll try and see 1 in 6. I'll try and get you a linky poo. They did a really good. Here it is. Yeah, this is the one that I. Here we go. I'll just share this.
Yeah.
Just make sure that okay. Oh, Jesus. Whipped. So here, this is the 1 in 6. And that's the outfit that she wears in the remake.
Gotcha.
And it's great. And that's a really good head sculpt as well.
Yeah, from the picture that I just saw of her, yeah.
And that's in stock, but there are plenty of places that you can grab it at the moment.
I may have to grab me a Tifa.
So in the game, you can choose do not come out. Later, I can't promise anything. I can't promise that it might have even happened. Okay. But in the game, in the remake of the game, they change a few things around to kind of give you more kind of autonomy as to which the girls you prefer. And so like an event happens and both the girls are sort of like knocked out, that it gives you the option to which one you go to first. It's obviously the one. So you go to Tifa first. And then there's this bit where later on in the game where she's kind of like opening up to you and you're sort of stood there and I'm just watching this cutscene going, just hold her! Just hold her! And then she sort of comes in and then he holds her and I'm just like, yes! Yes, I'm vicariously living through you right now. And it feels so good. But I would never fucking admit to any of that on stream.
Never.
This is just between you and me, George.
Just
all right?
between us, I promise.
Just between us girls, okay?
Not going anywhere else.
Yeah, don't tell a soul that I said that. I have a persona of being an asshole that I like, okay?
But you really got the touchy feelies for it. The warm and fuzzies.
I got the warm and fuzzies. I got the blue pills for her. Oh, man. Once upon a time, I was even of an age when it was appropriate as well.
You know, you got me hooked on the Witcher game. Now I'm going to start playing Final Fantasy, but I still can't find the damn game you and Quarter Black are playing. I've looked. I've gone everywhere.
There's a dispute on the source code.
I know, but
so it's been pulled. It's been pulled from sales until the dispute on the source code has been resolved, and it's going to court.
But there's no used copies. Like someone has.
Oh no, because it's not a physical game. It's just digital. So
no disc.
No, it's just digital download. So it's all key. You know, see, that's all you need is a key. But there's no key. Even the key sites don't have them. By the way, ladies, I'm just saying, if you want to cosplay as Tifa,
you're up for it.
I'm just saying, I'm not. I ain't got a problem with that. Yeah, play some Witcher and then play some Final Fantasy VII Remake afterwards. Drinker loved it as well. He played it just recently. He loved it.
I finished Ghost of Tsushima, and that's when I started The Witcher.
So
I
good.
love that. I got the download, the second one that came out for the new island. I'm telling you, I wish they would do that for Witcher. Like take that engine, you know, Ghost. Could you imagine that?
Oh, yo, Myth of Empire is back on sale on their website.
No, it says on sale, but when you click it, it doesn't. It just shows you the other titles, unless it's new. Unless today it's available.
I don't know. Maybe check. Maybe check. I don't know. Nina says I'm gonna cosplay Tifa. Nina, I would get arrested. That's all I'm saying. Just don't tell your husband I'll just get arrested. So yeah. So yeah, I'd recommend that. I would thoroughly recommend playing that.
Okay.
Will do. Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's a great game. It's a lot of fun. Great character. All the characters are so good in that game. I can't wait for the next part of it to come out, which is probably going to be a long time. I don't care. I will wait. I will make sure I live just so I can play that game and then die afterwards. Mikey Gassler with a $5 says, as I saw that you and others said that the Lord of the Rings teaser was CGI, but it wasn't. Check out Culture Cave on Twitter. Dude, Mikey, check out my channel for the video I did about it. Because I actually did two videos. I'd made a video discussing that this is some of the, this CGI looks garbage and and all this kind of stuff. And then just as I was about to upload that video, somebody sent me a link and they said, hey, Az, you need to check this out. And it was actually how they made the trailer. And a lot of the trailer was actually practical. So I couldn't believe this. So I redid the whole video. And then that is the video which is currently up on my channel. So you go check that out, Mikey. One step ahead of you, dude. One step ahead of you. Patriotic Texan with a $5 says, did you two gents not see the Death God, aka Darkseid, on Comic Sanctorum? It's also 1/6 Outfitters, but no image is available. Yeah, the image won't be available because it's a DC license, so they won't. Dude, I've already pre-ordered one, and
yeah,
I've already pre-ordered one.
Did you see the new Witcher?
Yes, I have the new Witcher and the new Siri on pre-order.
You saw the new one? Oh, okay. The one that is like the game one, not the show one.
Yes, I have just over there. I have the White Wolf, which is the Geralt from the first. No, that's the Geralt from the first game.
Okay.
I've then got Demon Hunter, which is Geralt in the Ursing Grandmaster armor.
Oh,
no, it's either the Ursing or the bear. I can't remember which. It's either the bear or the Ursing Grandmaster outfit, and that's from The Witcher 3. There's then the another one which they released, which is the Ursing level 1 armor.
Mm-hmm.
Also a Siri, 2 series from two different companies. So I've ordered both of the series.
How does the armored one look like? I haven't seen that one.
Fucking epic. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can grab it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. This is amazing. Gonna get to see it.
Oh,
I'm gonna start Final Fantasy.
Wow, you are a lucky George.
Oh, you got it right there, huh?
Ooh. You are a lucky George.
Mm-hmm. Is it there? Yes.
I had it the right way up. There you go. So this is the Devil Hunter, not the Demon Hunter. And this is, I think it's the Bear School. I think this is the Bear School armor. But let's just pop you over here. Dude. Oh. I'll just pop the hand back on.
But
hand's fallen. Oh man, I dropped the hand again. And the weapons with this, by the way, they are metal. The armor on this is metal.
Okay, that's good. So it's not plastic. It's not resin.
No, this isn't This is like
Oh,
Beautiful. So all this chain here, I'll go full.
yeah, I see it. No, I see. Wow. Is that
So,
the bear warmer?
Yeah, I think this is the Bear Grandmaster armor.
Mm-hmm.
So, like metal,
Diecast.
even all the little trims, metal. All this is rooted hair.
Oh, come on. Is that real
Serious.
or skull?
Rooted hair that's
Now
been
that's a
tied
good-
back so tight.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
That is a good rooting job.
Chainmail is metal. Studs, press studs,
Real
metal.
Oh, God.
Here, it's wired, so
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
pose. Wired for posing, shin pads, etc. All metal. So that's, I mean, that is just delightful.
Where can I get it? I haven't seen that one.
I got this from 1/6 Outfitters, and this was the last one.
I wonder.
So you're gonna have to be fortunate to find it somewhere. Here's the steel sword.
Yeah. Oh.
Metal in scabbard.
Oh wow. How's the silver one?
The silver one in scabbard. And that one.
Beauty. Oh, wait a minute. It has the runes on it?
Right. Yeah, because it's the silver sword, so it's got the runes on it.
I just didn't know they would put them on there.
Yeah. So it's got the runes because it's the silver sword. It's the magic sword. Absolutely. Yeah, change of hands as well. No base, but that's no biggie because this to me needs to have a proper diorama base because it's so good. So yeah, I'm gonna have multiple Geralts with a couple of series. I really need to see some 1/6 Triss and Yens. I really need to see that. I really need to start seeing that. That needs to happen. And then I do have Cavill.
You got that one because I have that one. I'm waiting. I haven't come. That hasn't come in. The one with both heads. The one with the black eyes and
black eyes and the regular Cavill. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the name of that company. Justin always talks about it, and I always order from them. I just forgot it. Toys Wonderland, I think. Toys
Wonderland. Yeah.
I wonder if they.
Although I'm having a. I'll be honest with you. I got an issue with them right now.
Oh, what is it? Because I had one shipping issue with them, but it took me about a month to resolve.
Well, I ordered a bunch of Squid Game figures, and then they sent me an email saying these Squid Game figures are not going to be available, but we do sell an alternative Squid Game figure here. You can go here, get a discount because of this. We'll refund you your order. Now, I bought a lot.
Yeah. I got
about £1,500 worth of Squid Game figures because I wanted them in different places to do different things. I had my boy Andy Masterson, what a guy, made 2 bespoke coffins for me. So there was going to be a whole thing. They've refunded me for 1 figure.
That doesn't sound. Why?
And I'm just like, you've only refunded me for 1 figure. I'm still waiting for the refund on all the other figures. So I'm waiting to hear back from them. I haven't heard anything back from them. Yeah, my Voyager figures, they are packed away now until the cabinets are built. They're all packed away till the cabinets are built. So yeah, I would like them to resolve that, please.
Yeah.
That was Patriotic Texan. Just got a few more, I think.
Do you want me to grab another figure while you're reading those?
Our time is up, so okay. I'm gonna smash through I think we've seen some good shizzle.
Okay,
we've seen some good shizzle.
All right.
Alexander Kelly with a $2 says fire spray is the combo of peeing and gonorrhea.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. Not a Secret Ninja with a £4.49 says, usually watch for the rants. 1 episode with George and you guys have opened my eyes and my wallet. I'm chasing down 1/6s already. Great show, guys. Yeah, this is not the rant show. This is the look at all these beautiful toys show.
Yeah.
But don't worry. Friday Night Tights, real BBC. There's always rants happening. But glad to hear that, dude. And be careful, it's a fucking rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Marksman at 117B with a $5 says, V had that haircut before the SJWs took it and ruined it. It's not woke, rather wokeness has corrupted the themes of what was always there for years. Oh no, I get you, dude. There's Andy Masterson. There's our boy Andy with a $2 says, do I need to bring George in the club? Oh yeah. Andy, that would be great. I'm not going to tell you what it is, George. You're just going to have to wait and find out.
Huh? That sounds interesting.
Have to wait and find out. But it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. But yes, Andy. Andy's freaking awesome guy.
Yeah.
Buckster888 with a $5 says, I think people would love your take on wrestling. You should do an AEW review show every once in a while. I did a stream on Sports Wars when they had their last pay-per-view, and I think somewhere around there, and that was a good bit of fun. Yeah, with a channel called Hill versus Babyface. Yeah. 0 hour discussions with JM Cruz with a 50 Argentinian laser pistols, I think. Hail, gents! Drinker and I are Team Aerith. George! He said it. Marksman at 117B again with a $2 says, Tifa is best girl because she didn't die. No contest. Well, Aerith is alive in this because this remake is a remake. It's not following the same story per se. It's having artistic license. So who knows the fate of Aerith? Chris Nicholson with a $5 says, what are your thoughts on Big Chief Studios' new re-releases of Doctor Who figures? Not re-releases, they're new. They're actually new releases of Doctor Who figures. Personally, I think that they look worse than the originals. Yeah, look, the Ninth Doctor and the Eighth the Ninth Doctor and 10th Doctor's head sculpts, I think, are not good. I think the Matt Smith one looks very good, and the Capaldi one looks good. I have pre-ordered the Capaldi because I love me Peter Capaldi.
Yeah.
But I can't justify 9 and 10, Christopher Eccleston and David Tennant, because I'm not happy with those sculpts at all. And I might.
They have custom sculpts.
Yeah, I know, but you know,
I know a couple of guys.
I know a couple of guys. But I might get the Matt Smith. I don't know. I'll think about it.
Don't you think they treated Capaldi badly in the last?
Really badly.
Yeah.
He would have gone on to do more.
I thought. Yeah.
And he had some terrible writing to contend with as well. But he because he's Capaldi and he's,
like Capaldi.
He's so fucking good. He even turned shit into fucking gold at times.
So I guess you're not going to get the new Doctor. I was going to throw things at him.
I wouldn't even do that. She had a run of 350 and she couldn't even sell them out. So also just as a by the by, Chris, Big Chief's delivery has been shit.
Yeah, horrible. I'm still waiting for the Flash Gordon.
It's just been appalling. But even like they had like X stock in, and I'm a fucking UK resident and Big Chief are fucking UK based. And I ordered like one of their in stock items. It took over 2 weeks to arrive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, how the fuck does something in stock in the UK take 2 weeks for you to fucking process and send out?
No, I've been waiting. You remember the Flash Gordon? They had the Flash Gordon.
Yeah. Ming and Flash Gordon. Yeah.
I've ordered it. It's almost going on what? 2 years? A year?
I got an email from them recently going, we're hoping to, push things along now with the coup from the China. And I'm just like, well, the coup from the China hasn't, I mean, yes, it has affected places. I'm not playing that down. Right. But other places have been moving
hot toys
a lot quicker. Yeah.
Also,
even Sideshow, okay, Toys Wonderland, sure, they can go direct to source for the hot toys. But even Sideshow, they got to get it shipped in and, the backlog. But they were still shipping out. They were still getting stuff in and shipping out. And I don't know what the fuck is going on with Big Chief. But I don't know. I think there might be. I've been waiting for my goddamn Captain Scarlet and Captain Black.
But they're having trouble. I keep hearing they're having trouble in the collecting community.
Yeah, and that's what makes me wary. Like I bought the Capaldi, and I'm sort of like, I don't know if I've just thrown my money down in the well.
Because, we had that, I don't know if you know it, that company that went under not a month ago, 9 months ago. They had a Conan figure. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, that Conan figure was incredible.
It was. Everybody had been waiting for it. And then they went under. I get a letter from them, we're in the middle of this bankruptcy, blah, 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 blah. We've credited you $25. I'm like, I paid the thing off.
Yeah.
So I ordered my Conans from Dario, the best Conans I've ever seen.
Well, I was fortunate because I put, I was paying off on a monthly,
Yeah, no, that's
scheme.
the best way.
The Enterprise D, which was up on Sideshow.
Mm-hmm.
And then that company who was producing that went under and I paid it off.
Yeah.
And this was like £2,000.
But Sideshow will cover that.
Yeah, because I went through Sideshow, I was fortunate in Sideshow when, this company's gone under. Here's a refund of you.
I did the mistake. I didn't wait for Sideshow because when I heard the rumor that they're going to announce like in 2 days Conan on their website, I'm like, by the time it would normally get to Sideshow, it's going to be sold out because it happened a few times.
Sure. I understand, yeah.
So I went to their site directly and did the payment plan. The problem is right as I finished my payment plan, a month later, it's like, we're going under. And I'm like, okay.
That's a nightmare. But I'll tell you who's shipping like an absolute fiend, X06 and their Star Trek.
Oh, yeah. You know that guy. You know who
they are doing great.
It's
and I need to speak to somebody who's within there, and we need a conversation.
Oh yeah.
Late Art with 129 checks says, "Oh, the Gadot. Now I'm going to comes." Whoa, hold on. Have you seen the 1 in 12, Leon? Why would? Dude, I got the 1 in 6 Redeemer. I got the 1 in 6 Leon Kennedy.
Oh, yeah.
Leon S. Kennedy. That's Leon Scott Kennedy, by the way, not Leon Singh Kennedy from the new movie. For some reason, Chris is back with another $5. He says, I got problems with Big Chief too. Hot Toys dollars for Sideshow quality. But unfortunately, when it comes to Doctor Who, they are the only game in town. That's because they got the license. But you get a company that has the same work ethic as like an X06, and you give them the Doctor Who license. They get it if they want it. But where's the money? But again, Chris, one of the problems they could have is where's the money in Doctor Who? I mean, for instance, those new Doctors which are available for pre-order, I think there's only 250 of them each, and they've been out on pre-order for a few months, 2 or 3 months now.
Nobody wants
and they're not pre-ordered. I got a Capaldi, no problem. I could have got all of them, no problem. All of them were still available for pre-order, and so they haven't managed to allocate 250 each of those Doctors, and that's just like
that's throughout the world. That's not.
Yeah, that is crazy considering the collector market and how rabid the collector market could be. It's insane, dude.
Nobody wants it. Nobody wants it on none of the boards, on none of the
There's no interest in start. There's no interest in this. There's the stuff that's an interest in, like Star Trek, X06. They are selling their Star Trek toys like hotcakes at the moment because they're putting up for pre-order. And what they're doing, Picard at First Contact, Data First Contact, Janeway never released before, 1 in 6. EMH never released before, 1 in 6.
Yep.
Then we've got the pre-orders have already happened for Spock, Mirror Universe, Q, Judge Q available for pre-order. I've already got my Judge Q done. 7 of 9 coming for pre-order soon. Then the Discovery stuff's coming out, and do you know who's going to pre-order that? Fucking no one.
Oh well.
No one is going to touch it.
It's bad because the guy who owns X06, he used to work for, and their name Quantum Mechanics. They had the license. They would go to all the conventions, Comic-Con, and they would show off Wrath of Khan because he's building the Wrath of Khan set. That's what's coming next from him. I think in 6 months. Khan and Spock and Kirk. The problem is they had the license for the Trek, but they just wouldn't produce it. They would just create prototypes. So finally, they gave it up. They lost their license. He went and he bought the license from him. So he does it because he loves it. He's doing everything himself with this small group that he built.
Sure.
If you ever want to talk to him, let me know.
Yeah,
he's a brilliant man.
I'm sure they've contacted us through the chat here and said we need to talk.
Yeah.
But I said for them to get in touch with me on my Twitter or my email, and I haven't. So I need to grab them. Oh, when I speak to Robert next time, I'm going to grab them.
Yep, you should,
because I want to talk to them. We need to talk.
Brilliant guy.
But yeah, I mean, everything that I just mentioned, apart from the Discovery stuff, I'm going to snap up.
Yeah, of course.
Everything that they put up that's from OG TOS, I'm going to snap up. Next gen, I'm going to snap up. I am desperately excited to get my Cisco, to get my Archer.
Oh, you want to go there? Okay.
Yeah, hell yeah. I love my DS9 stuff. They can play loose with Worf. Just put Worf in the gray outfit, and boom, you've got a crossover between DS9 and the next generation. So your Worf can float between.
I'm waiting for Khan. I like the other. Damn. Wow.
Oh, got all dizzy. And that's how you hyperventilate yourself, kids.
Wow.
It's not a good one. Trump won 2020 with a $5 says, how drunk are you when you watch Batwoman and do your reviews? Gay bar! Stone cold sober. I don't need mind-altering properties when I'm watching that show. They automatically happen because of how crazy they are. It's on tonight. Horrible. And there we are. We're caught up, folks. So there we go. What Toys comes to an end for this week. Massive thank you to my guest, George.
Thank you,
George Molho, George the Giant Slayer. Please subscribe to his channel. George has joined the voices on the YOWCHIRE, and he's producing some very cool videos, very fun videos, very well edited videos. Not what I've done. And they're great too. So it's great that you've lent your voice to this marketplace as well. Because if you've got something to say it, people. Say it.
Absolutely.
Massive thank you as always to my beautiful mods. You ladies are the bestest ever. Everyone who hit the super chat button, everyone who hit the join button, thank you so much indeed for your support. Next week we'll be over on Robert's channel with Fully Articulated. Tomorrow I don't think I'll stream. I'm recording my Naomi episode 2 review. but there'll be the Batwoman video tomorrow. Shit. Oh man. I'll be back. We'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care, everyone. Have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now.